EnglishSimmer here, and I am back with another Tips Tuesday for you guys. So all of you actually recently have been requesting that I do a build mode kind of cheats tips videos because it seems that a lot of people want to know how I move objects freely around, move them up and down on walls and things like that. So I'm just going to show you guys the particular cheats that I use in build mode. There are like more out there, but these are the ones that I really get my use out of when I am building. So the first one isn't so much a cheat. This is actually how you move objects around freely. So what you do, we're gonna do a living room, or we're gonna get some basic items anyway. So say if I wanted to get this sofa right here, and we'll get it in, what color should we get it in? Maybe this color. So as you can see, it's currently like clicking to the grid and it's snapping into places where the game wants you to place it. You can also switch off the grid just by pressing G, and it kind of gives you like really like free mode, but it still snaps to the grid even though you can't see it. But to actually move it freely, rotate it freely, all you have to do is hit Alt on your keyboard, the ALT button, and then keep that hold down and then just move your mouse around, and that's how you get objects to move freely. Then you left click and rotate as you usually would do with an object, and you can have it facing whichever kind of way you want to, place it anywhere you want in the entire room. Obviously you can't place it like completely through walls, but you can get like super close to the walls, because sometimes with a grid it kind of pops to a place that isn't quite as close to the wall as you would like it, so you can really like put it like so far back. And it just fits in much better with the rooms, in my opinion. So that is just Alt. It's not even like move objects on or anything like that. It's literally just hitting Alt and that happens. But sometimes you kind of reach a point like where you can't actually place an item. So say if we got a plant and we wanted to put it like here, like see how that is? You can't place it like super close, whereas move objects allows you to move that as close as you want. You can only place it here in this mode. So move objects on is the next one. That's kind of like the major cheat that everyone uses. So all you're going to do is hit Control Shift C just to bring up the usual cheat bar that you can access, and then you just want to type in all lowercase bb.move objects on, and then it says move objects cheat is on. I didn't mean to hit the hashtag, I just clicked that when I hit enter, but there we go, the cheat is on. So I'm just gonna minimize that, and then you can literally place things wherever you want, which is pretty epic. You can have it going through a wall. I don't know why you would want it, but you can have it if you would like. But you can get as close to the wall as possible. You can get as close to other items as possible. Again, I am hitting Alt when I do this, because move objects on does still like snap to a grid if you don't have Alt pressed down. So that Alt key is pretty much a lifesaver in any situation. So we're going to leave that little cactus there. And there's another feature of move objects on as well. So say if we got, what should I get? I'll get an accent table. So let me just pop this in really quickly, and I'll just have it go there. And then say if you have like clutter or something that doesn't actually snap to an area, this might not do it. I probably was better showing this with a, yeah, because these are all gonna snap into position, aren't they? Yes. Oh no, this one doesn't. Okay, so if you want to like place something up on here, or like a shelf or something, what you're gonna want to do, if it doesn't snap automatically, what you can do is hit Alt to like go inside it, kind of get like the perfect positioning you want on it, pick it back up, there we go, and then you can hit 9 and that lifts it up. See? So sometimes you do have it where it's like floating, which you kind of don't want unless you can't really see it when you're playing the game. But it does snap back once you pick it up. So you just have to delete it and try again if you didn't get the positioning that you want. So we'll try that again. So we're going to rotate a little bit, pick it back up, then hit 9. Sometimes it does cut it off. Like obviously you can see that's not meant to be there really, but you can't really tell that it's not meant to be. So I use that quite a lot as well. It also helps with mirrors on the wall. So most mirrors do snap to a position, and if you hit Alt, you can only move them like side to side freely. You can't move them up and down. But if you use the 9 cheat, then you can move it up to wherever you want it. And then also hitting 0 brings it back down to its normal position. So they're really handy cheats as well, just so you guys know that. But yeah, holding Alt means you can pretty much place a mirror anywhere. You can place anything anywhere when you are holding Alt. It just means that you can move objects like really freely in the game, which is a lifesaver. And then the next cheat that I use an awful lot is, right, what am I gonna go on? Let's just go on chairs for a second. So let's go comfort, and we'll go on all chairs. So as you can see, a lot of stuff is locked in build mode, like these things right here. Let me go on like desk chairs because I know some of these are locked. So if you want to use like one of these locked chairs, which is the one I always use, this one right here. So the crystalline bottom holster, that's locked by the detective career. You have to reach level 10 in the detective career. Yeah, no one wants to do that just to unlock an item, unless you're playing like a really hardcore challenge that's like, you have to do this before you get this chair. But if you just want this chair in your game, and I use this chair an awful lot, also this one I've used recently as well. So for this, it's a super long cheat. I wish the team could change it because it's so long and I pretty much always get it wrong. So Control Shift C, and then I think I'm gonna get this wrong. I so know I am. So it's BB dot unlock gameplay. No, not unlock gameplay. It's ignore gameplay, unlock, and then I think it's sen tai, or I don't know whether it's unlocks entitlement. I don't know. Entitlement. I don't think it's got an S on, but we will see. I think it's that, but let's check. Yay, I got it right. I think it's unlocks entitlement. So ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement. So that means that you now unlock these. They're not unlocked at the moment. You kind of have to click on a different category. And as you can see, these ones are now unlocked. Go back to dining and you can see that our crystalline one is unlocked. So really handy cheat if you don't want to get to like a thing of a career, like a level of a career, or go shopping for the flea market and stuff like that. This doesn't get deleted if you leave a save and come back to it. These locked items don't like unlock themselves and kind of disappear from your game. So you will always have it. You don't need to be in the career for your sim to have these items in their house. So really just unlocks a lot of the catalog, which has really nice furniture. Like I say, I use this chair all the time and it's just so cool. And I don't know why it's really a detective chair. It doesn't really make sense to me, but I enjoy using it and I'm glad it's in the game anyway. So that's a cheat for that. And then we obviously have hidden objects. So hidden objects are basically objects that are hidden in the game, as you can tell. They're just like pieces of items that are either quite small or they're like debug items that actually have like serious code, and you can get like babies in this and everything. I don't actually know what they are. I just know that there are a lot of like, there's a lot of clutter items and things, and people who do like build videos will often use this cheat to get a lot of clutter items and fill up the room and kind of access things that aren't actually accessible in the physical catalog of The Sims 4. So for that cheat, you're gonna have to Control Shift C. Once again, just bring up the cheat bar that we always do, and then bb.show hidden objects. There we go. So as you can see, this actually got a little bit bigger there. Did we get some hidden objects in here? I don't think we did. But I think if you go, oh wait, this one. I think this one was a hidden object, because obviously the Sims make this on the crafting table, but you can kind of add it to your catalog. I think if you type in debug here, so just like search debug, and hopefully a ton of filler items will come up. So a lot of these are like in-game catalog things, but also like down here, the further you go down, like I said, you can add a baby in if you want. I actually had a screenshot that went kind of, not viral, but it got a lot of favorites on Twitter. It was like a baby army, just babies absolutely stood up like this. But there's a lot that you can kind of get as clutter items for like teen rooms with Parenthood just coming out. A lot of the food is in here, like baby bottles. There's so much stuff that is hidden. Obviously things that the Sims make during their skills. There's a whole load of items that you can explore in this area, and really helpful if you actually want to explore this side. It can get kind of glitchy, I suppose, if you start using these, because some Sims will like try to pick them up or try and do things with them. Like, look, there's a freaking organ. Why would anybody want an organ? But apparently you can have one in your game if you choose to. Like, what? Some of these placeholders are hilarious and I freaking love them. But yeah, that's the debug. And it basically just shows a lot of what is in the game, but kind of hidden from the actual catalog. So if you guys want to play around with that, there are some hilarious items in here. But like I said, some of them do have like some serious code, so it might glitch up your game a little bit, perhaps. I don't use these too often. It's kind of just when I want like a specific item, or say if I don't want to get my fishing skill up and I want to fish, I'll place like a specific fish in or something like that. But those are all of the cheats that I use for build mode. Obviously the Alt 1 and move objects on are like the two most important ones to me. They're the ones that really I use the most in my game, because I like my rooms to be quite cluttered and have objects like really close together and stuff like that. I think it just makes for a much better building experience in general. But I'm gonna end this video here because I've talked a lot, and that's all I really have about build mode cheats. They're the ones that I use, they're the ones that you see in my videos, and they're the ones that you guys have been requesting. If you would like to see anything else on Tips Tuesday, then let me know in the comments down below. It doesn't have to be cheats. I know a lot of these have revolved around cheats, but it doesn't have to be. If you want to know like how to do something in a specific career or anything like that, then just let me know in the comment section and I'll look through them and take suggestions from you guys, because this is all about helping you. I know I haven't been making them recently, but it's because I didn't really get any like crazy ideas, so I didn't really know what you guys wanted to see. But definitely let me know down below. They don't have to be focused on cheats at all. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped some of you, and I want to see your builds, so let me know if you've used any of these cheats in your builds recently, and like if you have a Twitter, tag me in them. I'd love to see your builds. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will speak to you all in my next video. Bye guys!